Anyone wants to say anything?
I don't know.
Okay, well, this is just a little letter. There is nothing I can do to it. This is very clear. How come? It's right here, right? So this is 3x squared plus x plus 5. Done. So then the only one that I have to work on is not this, but
F of x plus h.
absolutely. So let's determine f of x plus h. Can anyone dictate what is the starting point? How do I start this?
Do you plug in like the 3x squared plus x plus 5 on the x?
So just tell me what to write. What do you think? It's okay, don't be shy. So just tell me what to write.
3x squared plus 2 plus x plus 5 plus h.
Okay, so then we have to go back to the drawing board. So the function really tells us this. If I want to find f of 0, do I write 3 times x squared plus x plus 5 plus 0? No, no. So then, but what do I do? I replace this by 0, I replace this by 0, and I replace this by 0. Now, I have x plus h. This is not f of x plus h. This is f of x plus h. That's why we discussed this last time. It was one of the first things I did to identify how we read the function and what the function is telling us. So that's why this is extremely important. And we did an example last time of f of x plus h, which was negative 3 times x plus h squared plus 2 times x plus h minus 1, where the function was negative 3 times x plus h squared plus 2 times x plus h minus 1. So don't try to see something that is not there. This is not f of x and then plus h. So can anyone get us started then to see, make sure that you are on the right track? What would you tell me to write?
3, and then you plug in xh on the x.
X plus h, not xh, x plus h squared, yes?
Plus xh plus 5.
Not xh, but plus I cannot plug in xh. This is not what I'm evaluating for.
X plus h.
I understand and I agree with that. And then plus 5. Good. Very good. Where is my whiteout? Good. Perfect. So now, let me remind you. So please tell me how much, what do I replace x plus h squared by?
X squared plus 2xh plus xh squared.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Of course, I can, only now I can distribute 3. So I have 3x squared plus 6xh plus 3h squared plus x plus h plus 5. Done. What is this? Only this piece. That is this. So now I can put everything together and start from scratch the difference quotient. So I will copy all this that replaces that, the f of x plus h. So 3x squared plus 6xh plus 3h squared plus x plus h plus 5. I only replace this piece. Now I have to write minus that needs to be distributed to all these three terms. Negative 3x squared, negative 5. So negative 3x squared minus x minus 5. This is the difference quotient, but it's not simplified yet. I have to write two notes. Note number 1, all terms without h from the numerator must simplify. Must cancel, better. Must cancel out. Let's see. Negative 3x squared doesn't have h. Does it go away? Yes, it does. Negative x doesn't have h. Does it go away? Yes, it does. Negative 5 doesn't have h in it. Does it go away? Yes, it does. Now note number 2, before we continue. H from the denominator must simplify with a factor, very important, of h from the numerator. Let's see if that's the case. Let's see first of all how many terms are left. So I have 1, I have 2, and I have 3 terms left. All of them have h in common. I will factor out h from all 3 terms. And then I can simplify, not before. Can anyone tell us what is left in parentheses at the top? When we pull out h.
6x.
Excellent.
3h.
Symbol. I have to write a symbol.
Oh, plus 3h.
Very good, awesome.
Yeah, it's all. That's all.
I have to have 3 terms. I have left 3 terms. If I don't have 3 terms here, I can't get the right answer.
Plus h. 1.
Plus 1. You can always go back and check. You should. H times 6x, right here. H times 3x, h, right here. H times 1, right here. That is the difference quotient for this particular function. This is final. This is it.
I got a question.
Please.
The equation.
Yes?
in the other paper, not this equation,
Oh,
the long one.
yes.
How'd you get minus 3x squared minus x minus 8 on the low cross?
Negative 1 times 3x squared, negative 1 times x, negative 1 times 5.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? Anything else? Okay, would you like to graph another piecewise defined function? Yes?
Yeah, I'd love to grab another one.
Okay, so let's graph another one. And also, you see there are a lot of examples with piecewise defined functions. So something with a plan A, something with a plan B. There, as you see, there are piecewise defined functions on page 252. Also on page 253, look at all this. Many branches. So this function has even more branches than 2. Okay, so let's graph a piecewise defined function. I'm going to make one up because these functions have x squared in them. We haven't discussed the quadratic functions yet. So I'm going to make up another function. How do we feel about the difference quotient before we move on to another piecewise defined function? How do we feel about the difference quotient?
It seems like a long process, but I'm sure with practice I'll get it down.
Right. It's just, you know, plugging in and then simplifying terms. Yeah. So I know we only have 5 minutes left. Do you would like to work on the quiz? I have 2 questions on a short quiz that I created this morning. You want to do that, and then we'll graph another function on Tuesday.